don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more engaging content. Bye. As a reader who has delved deep into the tragic yet captivating world of The Lovely Bones, I'm left wondering what drives an author to create a story so uh, heart-wrenchingly distressing, yet so beautifully crafted. The true stories that served as the foundation for this masterpiece are undeniably heart-wrenching, and it's impossible not to be moved by the lack of justice they represent. The storyline of the 2009 film, The Lovely Bones, is heart-wrenchingly distressing for several reasons, but what makes it especially tragic is that it was inspired by true events. The real-life basis of The Lovely Bones stems from a actual murder and the personal account of author Alice Sebold, whose 2002 novel serves as the foundation for Peter Seat Jackson's supernatural drama. In The Lovely Bones, 14-year-old Susie, portrayed by Saoirse Ronan, is brutally assaulted and killed by George Harvey, a neighborhood serial killer played by Stanley Tucci. In the tale of The Lovely Bones, Susie predominantly exists as a spirit, powerless to intervene as Harvey perpetrates his wrongdoings and her family experiences profound sorrow. Although Harvey meets his end by the film's conclusion, the finale fails to provide any sense of relief, leaving the narrative deeply moving yet largely unresolved for Susie. Both the book and movie effectively evoke a feeling of injustice that's hard to accept, but they become even more challenging to ponder when the real life story behind Lovely Bones is revealed. Alice Sebold was inspired by the darkest night of her life, a violent assault she suffered while studying at Syracuse University in New York during the 1980s. The attack was exceptionally brutal, and it's evident that this traumatic event significantly influenced the narrative of Susie in The Lovely Bones. In truth, the real perpetrator of Alice Sebold's assault was never definitively identified, but the traumatic event had a profound and lasting effect on Sebold's life. The real murder that served as a basis for the true story of The Lovely Bones occurred in the 1970s within the Pennsylvania municipality of Norristown, neighboring Bridgeport. Although precise information is limited, Sebold has disclosed certain elements of the crime that influenced the novel's creation. In this particular case, a 14-year-old girl, similar to Susie Salmon, was abducted from her parents' home, brutally assaulted, and then killed. Heartbreakingly, the perpetrator remains at large even today. The similarities between the Norristown case and The Lovely Bones are striking. Yet the novel's author, Alice Sebold, clarified that it was the emotional ramifications of the sad event, not the specifics of the crime itself, that sparked the idea for Susie Salmon's story. Reading about the murder in Norristown served as a catalyst for the author to develop many of the emotional aspects portrayed in Susie and her perspective. The greatest tragedy of The Lovely Bones' true story is the lack of justice. The implications are much more harrowing than the details. On either side of the narrative in The Lovely Bones, there are numerous difficult aspects to grapple with. One of the most striking and persistent is a theme echoed throughout the novel and film, the absence of justice. Regrettably, neither the murderer of the 14-year-old girl from Norristown nor Alice Sebold's attacker were ever found or identified. Consequently, they escaped punishment for their heinous acts. leaving many to question if they truly got away with it. As I reflect on the true story behind The Lovely Bones, I'm reminded of a dark joke. Why did the serial killer bring a ladder to the party? Because he heard the drinks were on the house. In all seriousness, the real life basis of The Lovely Bones is a sobering reminder of the importance of justice and the devastating consequences of its absence. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, thanks. We'll see you next time.